What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Scavolitano Show. Happy Bad Batch Friday, guys. Oh my God, guys. This episode was everything, especially the ending. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. They have to watch this whole video or go watch the Bad Batch for the special character in there. Oh yeah, I said those words. I say those words. But let's get into this breakdown, guys. Let's get into it. This episode was titled Reunion. And I know we would have a Friends reunion, just like the Friends reunion we had on HBO Max. But this reunion was a little different because Crosshair is trying to kill the Clone Force 99 because of its inhibitor chip. We understand Crosshair, but you gotta, let's take the chip out so we can become friends again. Come on, man. This was a great reunion. And we see a familiar face from the Clone Wars in this reunion episode at the end of the episode. I was not expecting the ending. I was expecting someone else, maybe a Jedi like Cal Kestis, but we got him. And that's okay. I'm not upset. I cannot wait to tell you guys who it is. But I'll talk about that later. We start with the episode on Kamino when Crosshair's telling Admiral Rampart and Lama Su that they've located Clone Force 99 on Bracca. As we look in Lama Su's office, it's totally different from Clone Wars and part of the Bad Batch. There's no white walls no more. It's all dark, has Empire written all over it. The Empire's taken over Lama Su's office. There is no more white in that office. It's not bright. It's filled with different technology, holograms, everything. It's totally different than we saw from Clone Wars and the Bad Batch. Lama Su requests that the Bad Batch should be taken alive, but Rampart wants to terminate them immediately. He wants to start his Operation War Mantle and start phasing the clones out one by one. This leads to Lama Su and Nala Se having their own plan behind the Empire's back. They need to speed up the process and need the enhanced clone Omega immediately so they can start their new phase in the clone army. But to speed up that process, like I said, they need Omega, an enhanced clone. That leads to Lama Su and Nala Se hiring another bounty hunter that we all know. Now we know that they hired Fennec Shan and she failed because they are said in the show that they have someone on it already. So they're going to hire another bounty hunter to catch Omega alive to enforce their clone army more and more. Back on Bracca, we find the Batch now. Now we're back into the Batch, the Bad Batch. Trying to look for parts on the cruiser to get a big payday from Sid and erase their debt from her. Because, in the last episode, we like to spend our money on Mentel Mix. Uncle Wrecker and my daughter Omega. What's going on, guys? What is going on with y'all? This next scene coming up, I love Echo. I just love Echo. I think he's a great addition to Clone Force 99. And he has his sense in his head. He has head sense, whatever that even means. He says to Hunter, we wouldn't have to pay or worry about Sid anymore if they just went with Rex. And he is right with that one. I know Hunter wants Omega to have a great life, skip, darling with flowers, but I think by the season's end, Hunter will realize, and for his group, it will be fighting for a free galaxy, free from the Empire, free from the world, have Omega running around and stuff as she gets older, fighting for a new hope, It's exciting, but I hope Hunter realizes that towards the end of the season. A new hope, I should say. No pun intended, no pun intended. But now, finally, Crosshair has arrived, and we all know Crosshair knows the Bad Batch more than anyone. He traps them, makes... with Crosshair, I have no words. I just want that chip out of his head so he could be the nice, smart, smirky, evilness guy that he always once was. He's not evil, but I like Crosshair a lot. I really like Crosshair, and I hope he takes his chip out so he can join his brothers back, and he apologized and said, I'm sorry for doing this. It wasn't me. It was the chip. Like Omega says, it's not him. It's the chip. In this episode, guys, I really thought we would see Crosshair fighting the chip maybe later in the season. But I don't know. I don't know if we'll see that at all in this series. But I hope he fights the chip maybe, or takes the chip out. He gets burned in this episode. Maybe it burned in his head, but he just became more eviler when that happened. So I'm not sure, but I hope so. I really hope. Crosshair is still evil at the end of the day. He tells the clones to shoot my daughter. How rude. How rude is that? That's rude. That's really rude. But I'll deal with it because it's the chip. It's not him. It's the chip. I understand, Crosshair. I totally understand. The Bats come up with a plan by escaping by firing off a massive artillery gun to break the deck that they're on and blow the engine with none other than torpedoes that they got from the beginning of the episode when Wrecker threw it at the gun-fiery clone. Yeah, he did that. He does that. I really love how that Crosshair ordered the engine on the Bad Batch, and it really came to bite him in the hair, if you get what I mean. The engine shifts and burns him pretty bad, guys. It really burns him. It reminds me of the scene in Rebels where Ahsoka chops off half of Vader's helmet and sees that he's Anakin. It's just like that. He had the same, like, kind of outfit. Not outfit, but, like, you know what I mean. The same, like, the bandages and everything like that. No mask or anything, but, like, the bandages, you could see his eye, like Vader's and stuff like that. So that's a good resemblance. So we fast forward. Omega and Hunter separate from the group. They arrive at the ship to see all the clones died right in front of it. Who killed them? I love everything about this episode today, guys. I love it. The music, they execute it, everything. My God, they execute it 99. I'm not going to say Order 66, but they cloned 99 today. I give them 99 points today on the animation. Great animation. But you guys hear a familiar voice. None other than Bounty Hunter, Cad Bane. He's back. This was a flawless scene, guys. This is how you bring Cad Bane back into the Star Wars universe, guys. This is how you do it. Well done to Kevin Kiner and for making the scene with a Western showdown between Hunter and Bane. Who won? Who won? Cad Bane shoots Hunter right in the chest plate, stuns Omega, and there's the episode, guys. What do you guys think? What's happening next? I definitely think we're going to see more of Cad Bane. We're definitely going to get my daughter back because there's no other ifs or and buts around it. We're getting my little girl back, Omega. What do they want with Omega? You know, what's their really plan? Is she force sensitive? You know, where's Rex at this time? You know, I miss Rex already. You know, where are the more clones? I want more clones. I want a Jedi. Like, I want so much. And this is going to definitely lead into the Book of Boba Fett, guys. So if you're not watching Mandalorian and Boba Fett is back in the Mandalorian, go check that out because the Book of Boba is going to be really, really awesome, guys. I'm excited to see the Book of Boba. And that is it for it, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this breakdown, the episode today. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, The Scavolitano Show, for more fun unboxings, awesomeness, sexiness, Omega-ness, Ahsoka-ness, Grogu-ness, and all that fun jazzy Star Wars-ness. See what I did there? I mixed it all up. This episode was a 10 out of 10 for me, just like last week, and I hope it just keeps getting better and better from here. I am so excited to see what the Bad Batch is going to do. Kamino, maybe a war? I'm ready for a Kamino war, uproar. Bad Batch versus all the clones. Rex is there. Wolf, Gregor, me. I want to see Cody again. I just want to see Cody. I just want to see what happens to him, you know? We need those chips all taken out of these clones. Let's have a clone army of inhibitor chippers, if you know what I mean by that. Inhibitor chippers versus the clones that took their inhibitor chips out. Period. I need that in my life. But guys, thank you for joining me today on the Scavolitano Show. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. And happy Bad Batch Friday. I'll see you next time on Bad Batch Friday and the Scavolitano Show. May the Force be with you. Always, guys. Bye.
In my life, when you find people who need your help, you help them, no matter what.